Hey, if you're thinking about moving to West Valley City, Utah, then you're going to want to stick around in this video because I'm going to walk you through everything that you need to know about the West Valley City area, as well as the surrounding areas, which would include the proximity to Salt Lake City. This way you can get a good idea as far as what to expect as far as the commute, going to the airport and so forth. And if you stick around until the end, I'll show you what the typical median price home is in the West Valley City area and what that looks like in today's market. And we're going to get after it right now. If this is your first time to this channel, and if you'd like to know everything about eating, sleeping, the good and the bad about living in Salt Lake, Utah, or West Valley City, Utah, like we'll be discussing in this video, then subscribe below. Tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market in Salt Lake and the surrounding areas. My name's Steve Gilbert, and my team and I, we get calls and emails every day from people just like you that are looking for help with making their move to Salt Lake, Utah. And we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information is in the description below. That way we can help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake, Utah. So as I mentioned in this video, we're going to walk you through everything that you need to know about West Valley City here in Utah. And this is going to be on the map. So let's get right into it and jump into my computer. Okay, we are looking at a map of Salt Lake County, Utah. And here in Utah, we refer to it as the Salt Lake Valley. Why? Because it's located between the Wasatch Mountains to the east over here and the Ochre Mountains that are to the west here. And so this area, lighter area, would be Salt Lake County, and this red highlighted area is the city of West Valley City, which we're talking about today. So from the heart of West Valley City, if you take this highway, Bangor Highway, north up to the 201, and then you take this over to I-15 into Salt Lake City, you're about a 14-minute drive. So location to downtown Salt Lake is really quick and easy, being one of the most northern cities in the Salt Lake Valley. It just makes it easy to get into downtown Salt Lake. And if you're headed to the airport, it's even quicker. So you can take the same system, Bangor Highway, you can take it directly north and you can find yourself at the airport in about 12 minutes. And so depending what part of West Valley you live in, even if you're further out west, you've got the Mountain View Corridor Highway system that ties into the 201. It ties in over to I-215. You can continue over to I-15. So lots of different access points depending what part of West Valley you live in. Now, if you're traveling east to west, and let's say you live in the southern part of West Valley City, there can be some more travel time. Obviously, heading through the surface streets, there's more stoplights, there's more traffic, and it's going to take you a little bit longer the further west you live. If you're heading east, heading to the main highways and freeways, it's going to take you a little bit longer to get there. But for the most part, being located where you are, you're nice and easy to Salt Lake, nice and quick, convenient, headed into the airport as well. So what's the population look like in West Valley? Well, we're currently at about 139,000 people. And so West Valley City is the second largest, most populated city in all of Utah. So that only comes behind Salt Lake City itself. And West Valley itself is also one of the most diverse cities in the state of Utah. So sometimes when I read on these different forums and I read the comments that people that have lived here and they've moved away, and sometimes they share some of their negative feelings about the area. Some of those comments can be the lack of diversity, and coming from different states across the nation, Utah may not be as diverse, and I could certainly agree with that. But West Valley is our most diverse city. So if you like that type of culture, this is going to be a great area, something that you could definitely enjoy. Let's go ahead and jump into and take a closer dive into the city of West Valley itself. So what are some of the different amenities and some of the great things about living in West Valley? Well, let's start here closer to the east side and let's take a look at the Maverick Center. So this is an event center. It's where the Utah Grizzlies play, and they're kind of a semi-professional hockey team. Well, they are considered a professional hockey team, but it's not the NHL. So it's more of a mid-level But this is a fun place to go and watch hockey games. They do have different events here. You can see the monster truck rallies come to here. There's concerts that are held at the Maverick Center as well. So this is right here. It's easy access. And the great thing about living close to the Maverick Center is wherever you have these venues like this, there's always just a natural, naturally there's going to be a lot of nice restaurants that surround this as well. So you can see here that you've got your Meat Hook barbecue. And I'm a huge fan of barbecue. I've actually never ate here, but as I was looking around at these different shops, I'm like, I have got to go check out this place because I've ate at most of the barbecue places in the Salt Lake Valley. Barbecues at the top of my list there. But as I zoom in here a little bit closer, you'll just see that there's just restaurants all over the place, from your standard chain restaurants like Applebee's to steakhouses, and there's quite a few there's a few different seafood restaurants that are all in this vicinity right here. And then as we go kitty corner, so the Maverick Center is located just off of Interstate 215, and as we head just south and west, we actually hit the Valley Fair Mall. Back in 2006, so about 15 years ago or so, there was a lot of reconstruction, a lot of remodeling that took place at the mall, and this was pretty common for Utah. Valley Fair wasn't the only mall that experienced this, but with this kind of redevelopment, there's a bunch of new restaurants that came in, and this mall is one of Utah's, there's only a handful, I think there's only 4 in Salt Lake County that are indoor shopping malls. So Valley Fair is one of them. And there's a lot of restaurants around. It's got the big megaplex movie theater. So if you like going to the movies, you can certainly check out the megaplex. There are several of these theaters now across the state of Utah. What's interesting is it's not right here. It's over on Redwood Road, but you do have the outdoor drive-in movie theater. It's been a few years since I've been, but I remember as a young child that we would drive from several cities away with my family, head to the drive-in theater, watch a movie. And that theater's changed a lot over the years, simply with technology and how those movies run now. But that was always a fun thing to do. And, it's probably been 5 or 6 years since I've been there last, but it's always a different experience, a different way to enjoy a movie. But this area here, coming back to Valley Fair Mall, you've got the Costco here. I remember back before 2006, before this Costco went in, these people would always have to run into 2100 South in Salt Lake to go to Costco, or they would drive down to Murray to that one as well. So it's nice to have one right here in your home city as well. Okay, now when we look at the different restaurant options, in fact, let me just jump back there real quick, because this whole area that surrounds Valley Fair just has so many different restaurant options. And yesterday for lunch, I ate at the Cafe Rio. Right? It's more of your Mexican Americanized food. But here in Utah, it's a very popular place. It's always got long lines. It's got good food. Several of these restaurants, the Waffle Love, when my kids have their school carnival, when school starts up in the fall, there's usually always a Waffle Love food truck that shows up, and it always has the longest line. So it's hard to beat a good waffle. And then you can see the wingers and your chain stores or your chain restaurants like Red Robin. So lots of different options here, obviously In-N-Out Burger. Speaking of burgers, let me show you a great place to eat. There's a couple different locations throughout Salt Lake County, but Hyers Big H. So this was actually nationally and regionally known as one of the best drive-ins. And so you can get yourself really great hamburger here. I'm a fan of bacon cheeseburgers like you see here. They're known for their fries and their onion rings, their shakes. And this is a great place right here in West Valley. If you're into that American cheeseburger, you've got to check out Hyers Big H. You'll notice here in the background, you're probably wondering what's in that cup right there? Well, that's fry sauce. If you're not from Utah, it's probably something new, but it's mayo and ketchup essentially. And that's what we love to dip our fries in. When I visited other areas in the country, they can have vinegar on fries or gravy with fries. And for us, we find that weird, right? And so people do find it weird that we like fry sauce, but that's a Utah thing. Very, very popular to get the fry sauce with your fries there. And so let's jump back to the map here. Another area to consider here, you do have a couple of golf courses. You've got Stonebridge. You've also got the Ridge golf course, but Stonebridge is a nice golf course. It's really easy to get to off of Bangerter and the 201. It is surrounded by a bunch of commercial businesses. The Discover Financial Center's out there, Verizon's out there, several big corporations that employ a lot of people. And it's a really nice golf course right here in your own community if you live in West Valley City. So it's got some, nice trails to walk around. And again, it's because there's so many different corporations that are housed right around here. There's some walking paths and so forth that you can go and enjoy just walking around and exploring this part of the community. A little bit further south of Stonebridge Golf Course, and I think this next thing that I'm going to talk about, which is going to be the West Valley Family Fitness Center, I think this is really one of the gems of West Valley City. Now, we all know that most cities have some type of a recreational facility, but we also know that they're all not created equal. Some cities have much nicer facilities than others, and West Valley definitely has a nice facility. So let me just give you a quick bird's eye view of what this looks like. This facility here is a really nice large facility with indoor swimming, indoor play areas. It's got these baseball courts or baseball diamonds around here. You've got tennis courts, you've got lots of basketball courts, you've got your outdoor swimming area, lots of pickleball and more basketball. I don't know how popular pickleball is if you're coming from outside of Utah, but pickleball's become pretty popular here in Utah. And I didn't discover it until recently, within the last year or two. When I was down in southern Utah, I had some family down there. We went and played pickleball, and it's a ball. I think it's a great time. So I understand why it has become so popular. So, and when we look at the fitness center, here's a bunch of the amenities that this has to offer. So there's a nice large rock climbing wall. So that's always a fun way to get some exercise instead of, hitting the treadmill, hitting the elliptical. Go and climb on the rocks, get some exercise that way. There's indoor swimming, there's indoor play areas for the kids. Obviously you've got, your basketball courts in there. They have good maintained equipment. You can see the play center here. It's a really nice facility, I should say. And here's your outdoor swimming area. So there's a lot to do, a lot that's offered at this recreational center right here in the heart of West Valley City. Okay, another area that I wanted to show you is this would be located on the southwestern section of the city, and that is the USANA Amphitheater. And this is located close to the Mountain View Corridor. Now, Mountain View Corridor is a highway that's a newer highway system that runs north and south, and it gives a lot easier access to the USANA Theater. 15 years ago, it was a lot harder to get out there because it was tucked so far west on the west side of West Valley, but it has definitely become easier because of this highway system. This houses some great summer concerts. I went and saw Tim McGraw when he came to town. He came to the USANA Theater. And there's reserved seating in these seats up here, but there's also a grass section that you can bring your blankets and, obviously it's not reserved, but just a great place to enjoy some concerts. So that takes place during the summer. Obviously in the wintertime, when there's snow on the ground, you're not going to be out in an amphitheater, but that's when you'll also find those concerts in places like the Maverick Center. A lot of things taking place and happening right here in the heart of West Valley City. I think that's the majority of the amenities and attractions that I want to share with you in West Valley. What I'd like to do is actually show you some of the homes, or let me show you a couple of homes to give you an idea as far as what to expect if you're looking for a home. Now, the median home price in West Valley is $446,000. Now, the median price for Salt Lake County is $550,000. So we're about $100,000 below the median price, which means that you're going to get a little bit more home for your money in this area. Now, the median year that the homes are built is 1985. So West Valley's a more established area, and development's been going on for years there. And that's simply because it's the northern part of the valley. So obviously the growth in Salt Lake County began in the north and it's continued to head south and west. So 1985 being the median, but let's take a quick look. You can see the outlined area here, and let's take a look at this home right here. So this would be 2,300 square feet. It's a 6-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and looks like we have a list price of $449,000. Looking inside, and we won't spend much time on this, but let's take a quick look at what you can get at the median home price in West Valley City. Split level home with a 2-car garage. It looks like there's some newer paint. The carpet looks like it's in good condition. Now, the kitchen looks like it has original cabinets, but they painted them to bring them more up to date. It looks like you've got your laminate counters there, and it's either a wood floor or laminate floor, but looks like the home is in good condition. Looks clean. Looks like the master bedroom here, and those smaller, narrower windows you see here, that's simply representative of the year that the home was built. but it looks like the home does have its own private master bath. Okay, so nice clean home. You can tell in the bathroom here, those are most likely the original cabinets, that oak cabinet or that marble countertop there. So a couple of bedroom pictures there. Now it's got a nice deck out back. It's always nice to go and enjoy the deck. Springtime, summer and fall. Perfect place to put your barbecuer, and it's got a nice large yard here. You enjoy a yard, letting the kids run around. Plenty of room for the trampoline. Looks like they have a basketball stand. That may not come with the home, but there's some room back there to enjoy that. So that's a look at what you get for $449,000. So right around the median. Let's take a look at something a little bit lower. This home here, $410,000, and it is going to be a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home built in 1960. So let's see what this house will get you. Okay, so multi-level home. Those look like original hardwood floors. Some like updated kitchen, at least painted the cabinets. Looks like there's a solid surface countertop there. Got white appliances. Okay, they either stained those hardwood floors. That would be my guess, is that those are hardwood floors with some newer paint. Updated this bathroom. There's a nice backsplash with some, looks like an alder cabinet. So this is a clean home. And here we have a second kitchen in the basement. Having that second kitchen is always nice. A covered patio back here. Okay. So $410,000 in West Valley City. There's a look at a home that's available right now. So that should give you an idea as far as what to expect. And as I mentioned, this home's here. In fact, let's look at the year this was built. So 1960, I think I mentioned that earlier, but 1960, you're going to find a lot of homes that were built in this area. With the median home year of 1985, there's a lot of homes built before that. And there's going to be a lot of options with that. So you're going to find homes on different spectrums as far as their condition. This one here has been taken well care of. There's been some updates, but you'll also find homes that are priced below this that could use some updating. You know, they might be, 1965, 1970 condition. Maybe there haven't been the updates to them. So we can always send you a list of homes that have been updated, or, if you like to do that yourself, we can always, send you what it is that you're looking for as well. I hope that this gives you an idea as far as what to look for in the city of West Valley. What are some of the different attractions and amenities, and what's the housing look like? And so, whether it is that if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. The information is in the description below. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake City or to West Valley City like we talked about today. And until then, I hope to see you around town.